Okay. One big problem that you have when you are a perfectionist, one thing that you have to work on is self-love and compassion, okay? Take it from a perfectionist. Yeah, it takes a lot to not be perfect, but sometimes you just have to do it. You just got to do what doesn't feel like you can do. You have to do the things that you're not prepared for, that you're not going to do perfectly. So I'm just going to give you some advice, some little words of wisdom, and some little nuggets that hopefully that you can take with you and that means something to you. Okay, the first one, number one, you are enough right now. You are enough right now. One of the most critical lessons in self-love is to understand that your worth is not tied to your achievements or to your looks or to the approval of others. Okay, none of this has to do with you. Okay, imagine a baby, a completely helpless baby. This baby is unable to achieve anything, supposedly, right? This baby is just a helpless little baby. Now, despite this baby being unable to achieve anything, we are able to sit here and instinctively know that the baby is worthy of love and care and protection simply because it exists. This baby deserves to have love and care and protection because it exists. You are not different. That doesn't change just because you get older. You are not different. You are still worthy of love, care, and protection. Did you know that? I hope that you recognize that now. You don't need to wait until you lose weight. You don't need to wait until you get a promotion. You don't need to wait until you fix every flaw that you have or that you think that you have. You don't need to wait because you are already worthy of love. You are already worthy of it all, okay? You're worthy. You're enough as you are. You are here right now. This is your time, okay? Think about this. This is your time. This is your time on earth right now, okay? This time that you're spending on earth, this is your time. And why should you spend that time feeling miserable? Why should you spend that time feeling like you're not good enough? No, you are good enough. You're here now. Just do it. Just do it. Okay. When you realize that and when you carry it with you and you let go of that unnecessary way of being perfect, wow, everything just starts to come together, you know? Number two, the second thing that I want to say to you is that if you're a perfectionist, right, being a perfectionist usually creates an illusion that unless you do something perfectly, it's not worth doing it at all. Okay, if you don't do it perfectly, then you might as well not start because you won't be perfect. Why? It doesn't make sense, right? If you think about anybody who has the best life advice for you, anybody that you say, you know what, every time that person gives me some advice, every time that person says something, it's really a word, like it really makes me think, you know, that person has experience. Okay, are they the people who just sit and do nothing with their lives? Do they just sit and do nothing all day? Or do they try different things? How can you have different experiences? How can you learn what you like? How can you learn what you don't like? How can you know anything about life if you don't try, if you don't live it? You have to get out there and live it. If you live it, you'll have experiences, you'll have failures, you'll have success, you'll have all kinds of things in your life, but all of those things are there to teach you more about yourself, okay? They're there to teach you more about yourself and how other people work and how life works. You learn these things. This is a great thing. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad to try. It's not bad to be imperfect because nobody's perfect. Okay? So, let me ask you this. Were those people who gave you your best advice perfect? Were they able to give you life advice because they're perfect people? No. It's not likely. Growth and joy often come from messy, imperfect experiences. Progress is not about reaching some ideal, perfect goal. You know, you don't have to reach this perfect goal. It's just about moving forward. Even if the steps are small, even if it's baby steps. Take baby steps. Baby steps are okay. Baby steps are okay. If you take 100 baby steps a year, at some point you're going to have 1,000 baby steps. But if you take 0 steps a year, are you going to have any steps at all? No. You have to take some steps, and you can take them without knowing how it's going to end. You can take them without knowing that it's going to be perfect. It's fine. It's fine. You might have a few fumbles, and those fumbles will lead you to greater success. Do you know that if you have more failure, you're going to be led to more success? Because you're going to figure out what does and doesn't work. If you don't try, you won't find those things out. Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? Okay. Just take some time. Take some time to realize that you have come so far. You have come so far. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. You have come so far. You have gotten here this far. You have come so far. And think about how far you've come more than how much farther you need to go. How far you've come. Just think back. 5 years ago, what were you doing? 5 years ago, what were you doing? Did you think that you would be in the knowledgeable state that you're in now? What do you have differently? What knowledge do you have that you didn't have 5 years ago? What benefits do you have that you didn't have 5 years ago? What things do you think that you can improve on that you haven't improved on in 5 years that you could if you just let go? Think about this. There's one thing that I noticed, right? A lot of people, they want to lose weight, right? So what they'll do is they want to lose weight as quickly as possible. They want to fit into a bathing suit for the summer, or they want to do it over the winter break. They'll have a New Year's resolution or whatever that is. And they'll try to lose the weight quickly. But the problem is they go all in and then they end up quitting. And then they don't lose all the weight. They gain it back. They sometimes gain more weight than they had gained in the first place. Because they tried to go so fast instead of thinking about how far they've come, taking baby steps, looking at that, looking back over time, okay? So if, say, these people had decided, you know what, I'm going to aim to lose 1 pound per month. Okay, say it's very hard for them to lose weight. They want to lose only 1 pound per month. Okay, what do you think that means for them 5 years later? If they were to look back on themselves 5 years later, so right now we're 5 years past the point where I started losing 1 pound a month. How many pounds have I lost since then? Let's do the math. 1 pound a year times 12 months in a year times 5 years. 1 times 12 times 5, that's 60 pounds. Can you imagine if you had not decided to weigh 1 pound a month and tried to knock it all out in 1 month? You would be maybe weighing 60 pounds more. So you have to have some patience. Recognize that small steps mean something. Recognize that you can make progress, and you can look back on all the progress that you've made and you can say, I did that. I accomplished something. I am proud of myself. Okay? So acknowledge your efforts. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge your efforts, because every little bit of progress adds up. Every little bit of progress adds up. Imagine watering a plant. You don't see it grow instantly, but day by day, gradually, slowly but surely, it thrives because you showed up and you nurtured it every single day. Every single day. Another thing you want to do, you want to talk to yourself like you would talk to a friend. Imagine that you're friends with yourself. You are friends with yourself. If your friend decided to start learning how to draw, and then they showed you a picture, their drawing, are you going to look at their drawing and say, ew, that picture is ugly, you suck, you should have never started drawing, and you were never meant to be an artist. So don't try that again, or get perfect before you try next time. Would you say that to your friend? If you would say that to your friend, excuse me, I'm talking to you. If you would say that to your friend, I think it's time for you to reevaluate how you treat your friends, okay? That is not nice. Don't do that, okay? But if that is not what you would say to your friend, great, that is good. You're already in a position of being empathetic, caring, and compassionate person. If you are empathetic, caring, and compassionate, and you can do that for other people, do you think that you are so bad that you don't deserve that too? You think that you don't deserve that, and that is not correct. You deserve it. You deserve it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You just started learning how to draw, or you've been drawing for 10 years. Whether you think you're bad at drawing or not, it doesn't matter. You are good. You are deserving of support and love, especially from yourself. Especially from yourself. You have to show this love to yourself. You have to show you this love to yourself. Because if you don't show this love to yourself, then how will you be able to accept it from other people? You have to be able to show it. You deserve that. 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 Okay. If your friend was struggling, what might you say to them? Your friend was struggling. Your friend is going through hard times. What might you say to them? They feel like they're not good enough. They feel like they're not perfect. You might say, it's okay. It's okay. You are human. You're human. You're not meant to be perfect. You might say, you're doing your best. You're doing your best, and that's all anyone can ask for. You're doing your best. How can you do anything other than your best? You can't do someone else's best. You can't do Susie down the street's best. You can only do your best. So, if that's what you might say to your friend, if your friend says, I'm so stupid, I should never try ever again, I just am just incompetent, I will never be good at anything. If your friend spoke about themselves that way, how would you respond? Okay, just imagine this is you, okay? These are the things that you say about yourself. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Listen, there are plenty of people in the world who will be out there to judge you. Plenty of people will actually be out there trying to judge you. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. These people are people who are looking to judge themselves. They have criticism within themselves, and they love to push it out towards other people. They push it out. They push their negative energy out towards other people. But what you need to do is not worry about that. That's not the problem. That's not the problem. That's not the problem. If you have all these people out in the world trying to judge you and criticize you, which not to say it's a lot of people either, just a few people, you know. You might know at least one person who is a hater. Okay, you might know one person like that. In that case, why should you be an additional number for that team? No. You're not going to be an additional team member to the haters. You're not. You're not. Okay, you're just not. You deserve better. You deserve better. You know that you deserve better. You know that you deserve to be loved. And the first person who needs to be loving towards you is you. You. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. When you hear yourself making these kinds of negative thoughts, or having these kinds of negative thoughts and saying negative things about yourself, I think you should try reframing it. Try talking to yourself the way that you would talk to a friend. If you're saying to yourself, I'm so stupid, I'm so ugly, I'm so bad, I'm so incompetent, say to yourself, no, skirt, stop right there. Hold it right there, Susan. We don't talk like that, okay? You're not going to talk about my friend like that. No, you're not. Because you have your own back, okay? You're going to say to yourself, skirt, I don't believe that. Whatever you're saying doesn't make any sense. I'm human and I'm allowed to make mistakes, and I'm going to get up and push forward. The same way the baby gets up after falling and trying to walk, the baby will get up and try to walk again. And the baby's going to fall multiple times. Multiple times. But is that baby going to never try to walk? No. Baby's going to learn how to walk. The baby will learn how to walk. Yep. So let me tell you something, friend. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. And let me tell you something. I don't want to hear you saying that stuff. I don't want to hear you. Shh, 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 shh. Sip it. I don't want to hear you say these things about yourself. I don't want to hear it. Okay? You do not need to be perfect. You are not perfect. So stop trying to be. You are not perfect. Nobody, in the words of Hannah Montana, nobody's perfect. I gotta work again and again till I get it right. You feel me, okay? Nobody's perfect. You are not perfect. Stop trying to be. Okay, that's all for today. I hope that this helped you. And if you want to hear more of these kinds of encouraging words, I would love to give them. Yeah, I would. I would love to give them. Here, let me push some positivity into you right now. Here. Absorb it, absorb it, absorb it, absorb it, absorb, 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 absorb. Have you absorbed it? Okay. Good. Now, that's it for today. So I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.